Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good to see many of you are sending the news. I appreciate it. Okay, so just let me start a bit. Probably again, there is something about the hospitality industry in India. It is expected to grow around 7 to 9% probably, and in that there is a big, huge supply-demand gap. 8,000 ARR was the previous average room rate, but now it has been increased to around 8,500. Now this is because of the increase in demand. Specifically, the luxury rooms or maybe the premium one, they are having a good growth. It is expected. So the demand supply gap. Supply is like 6% and the demand is at 8%. So there's a lot of pricing power in the industry. So this news is coming from last so many days. It is nothing new today. ये सब ना पहले से मतलब हम लोग काफी टाइम से रिसर्च कर रहे हैं. ऑलमोस्ट 2 महीने से ये चीजें बार बार आ रही है. टूरिज्म सेक्टर में हाँ थोड़े बहुत हेडविंड्स आ रहे हैं बिकॉज ऑफ दिस वॉर और स्पेसिफिकली कोई एग्जाम्पल ना कोई reasons के वजह से there are many reasons which are not directly impact मतलब it is not directly related to tourism but because of the other factors geopolitical tension ये सब impact हो रहा है. करे वो वापस flight because of the Dubai airport is closed, we're having a lot of issues now. People will not travel abroad, so probably there is company called विंती है जहाँ का मेजर रेवेन्यू मालदीव से आता है. तो ऑब्वियसली अभी है तो मालदीव्स में बट पीपल विल नॉट ट्राई टू मूव आउट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस वॉर काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन. अपने कंट्री में रहना इज मच मच सेफर. स्पेसिफिकली अगर तुम इंडिया आ दो ये आ रहा है. फिर कैफे नॉर्म्स के बारे में है अगेन दैट कैफे नॉर्म्स स्पेसिफिकली आर फॉर सीएनजी वेरिएंट के लिए ही वो बने गए हैं एंड गवर्नमेंट इज फोकसिंग ऑन गेटिंग इनटू सीएनजी वेरिएंट. हाइब्रिड इज द नेक्स्ट पार्ट ईवी के अलावा. ईवी तो है ही मतलब ईवी में ऑब्वियसली देयर इज नो CO2 emissions. एंड आई थिंक और कुछ स्पेसिफिक था नहीं न्यूज टुडे. वापस ऑटो एंड तुम्हारे हॉस्पिटलिटी पे था. Something was about Godrej properties. Someone, I think Ayan has written about Godrej properties. So guys, I will expect जिन जिनको बोलना है ना प्लीज रेज देयर हैंड्स. तो मुझे पता है कि whom to give the chance. Reason because there are some who are also working and उनको they cannot speak. So that I can align in that way. So please raise your hands so that इवन से सेम न्यूज भी होगा तो भी प्रेजेंट करो. इट इज नथिंग दैट उसने प्रेजेंट किया तो मुझे प्रेजेंट करने की जरूरत नहीं. तुम तुम्हारे हिसाब से प्रेजेंट करो. तुमको लगता है कुछ ऐड करना है बात करनी है. ओके सो विल स्टार्ट विथ उमर. यू हैव रिटन गुड सर.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much. So, should I just add to this same news regarding the hospitality, or I have the other article as well?
No, you can start with hospitality. That's a good one. I read your article. Looks
Okay,
good.
so I'll just add the conclusion to the news that have been
Start it
already.
now. No, start it directly.
Okay,
Assuming we have not heard this.
okay, sure. So the India's hospitality sector has record 9 to 12% revenue growth in the financial years of 26 amid strong travel and event demand. So this is supported by a steady demand across multiple segments, according to report by rating agency ICRA. The sector is expected to maintain healthy and operating performance in financial year 26, driven by just domestic leisure travel as well as corporate travels, MIC and MICE activities, weddings and social events. Despite the already high base of financial year 25, the outlook remains favorable. Pan India premium hotel occupancy is estimated at 72 to 74% in financial year 26 compared to the previous year's 71 to 73% record. So the reports are project average room rate to rise from 8,200 to 8,500 range per night from the previous financial year's 8,200.
जस्ट टू स्टॉप. हमेशा प्राइसिंग में भी जब इंक्रीज होता है फिर राइज नहीं बोलते हम इंक्रीज बोलते हैं. राइज मतलब तुम्हारा हाइट इंक्रीज. हाइट ऐसा राइज नहीं होता ना. इट इज इंक्रीज ऑलवेज.
Okay, okay, I
राइज
got it.
मतलब स्पेसिफिक वो अलग टर्म में यूज होता है. राइज मतलब तुम स्टॉक प्राइस इंक्रीज राइज वो सब अलग होता है. ठीक है.
Okay,
ओके.
okay, okay.
तो हमेशा इंक्रीज बेटर. राइज थोड़ा इट डजंट सीम गुड टू प्रेजेंट इट.
Understandable, sir.
Yeah.
So, with the financial year 25 to 26 trailing the estimated demand growth of 8-9%, this demand supply imbalance is likely to persist for the next 2-3 years, occupancy and room rate growth. Demand is increasingly diversified across concerts, sports, events, religious, tourism, leisure travels to tier 2 and tier 3 cities, reducing vulnerability to global and cyclical shocks. Hotel companies and also are also adopting asset light expansion models through management contracts and franchises arrangements, improving return on capital employed and free cash flow generation.
Okay, Sayed, now this you are reading it. Okay.
Yes,
Now you are presenting in a better way. You have a proper English accent. Now the problem is, if you read it, you will forget it. Okay. Means
yes,
if I ask you this 5 days afterwards, and if I tell you, Sayed, okay, this is your article, tell me this. Because let's say you are writing hundreds of article, example, and I have told you, read this article. So in that article, there should be something that is to be spoken. Okay. And that you can highlight in your article. Let's say data point, as I said, I can highlight the data point. You know how I started? मतलब मैंने जब बोला चालू किया तो I read your news only and I started talking to it. Okay. कि तुमने क्या लिखा?
yes,
But then what I found, मैंने ये भी रीड किया तो तुमने जो भी इधर लिखा है वो तुमने सिर्फ तुम्हारे हिसाब से इसमें लिखा है तुम्हारे आर्टिकल में. एक तो वो बहुत बड़ा हो गया. Okay.
जी,
Second is just reading out it will probably say that okay, you are a good student, तुम्हारा communication अच्छा है, ये अच्छा है, but तुम ये read क्यों कर रहे हो? You should tell this news even at 12 a.m. in the night, saying that हाँ सर मुझे याद है. So what are the things? See how I remember, मतलब as an analyst, अगर तुमको बताना है तो इतना तुमको टाइम कोई नहीं देगा. You have to tell everything in 30 seconds. Okay. In 30 seconds, if you want to tell this big news, so what has happened in the hospitality industry? So the hospitality industry is expected to grow around 9 to 12% in FY26. Okay. Why? Why it is expected to grow? It is expected to grow because of steady domestic leisure, MICE, wedding and resilient and corporate demand. कि ये भी नहीं लिखना resilient corporate demand. Reason हो गया. So 9 to 12% क्यों हो रहा है? Because of domestic leisure, MICE activities, wedding and corporate demand. Okay. Fifth, now specific into it, what is happening? The premium hotel occupancy is estimated around to be 70 to 74% FY26, which was around 73% in FY25. Abhi during the first 11 months of the current fiscal year, not required to write. Okay, compared to last year or compared to FY25. The average room rates are expected to increase from 8,500. So ये नहीं वो लोग ने लिखा है 8,200, 8,500. तुम it is expected to increase to 8,500 from the previous 8,000 in 2025. This is due to sustained demand condition and healthy pricing. Premium room is expected to grow around 5 to 6% over FY25, trailing an estimated demand of 8 to 9%. Now there is a clear imbalance between that is persisting over the next 2 to 3 years. This will lead to the increase in pricing. तो तुम बोल सकते हो ना तुम्हारा आइडिया डाल के कि इससे क्या होगा, सप्लाई कम है डिमांड ज्यादा है, वी नो इकोनॉमिक्स, सप्लाई कम है डिमांड ज्यादा, ऑब्वियसली it will increase the ARR of this premium hotels. Okay, and then that's it, you complete your answer. बाकी सब बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, लिखा है ठीक है, बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. ये एक तुम डाल सकते हो, hotels are, तुम देखो when I spoke it, in every paragraph there was a data point. You see, मैंने जितना भी बोला हर बार डेटा पॉइंट्स था, और जो डेटा पॉइंट नहीं था ना, आई रिफ्रेन फ्रॉम टॉकिंग अबाउट इट. फिर एक कंक्लूजन में वो डाल सकते हो कि सर होटल्स आर एक्सपांडिंग एंड दे आर अडॉप्टिंग एन एसेट लाइट मॉडल. इससे क्या होगा? अच्छा, व्हाट विल हैपन बिकॉज ऑफ दिस एसेट लाइट मॉडल से फाइनेंशियल्स पे क्या इंपैक्ट होंगे सर?
I'm sorry, am I audible?
हाँ, या ऑडिबल.
Yes.
Now saying what will be this impact when you say hotels are increasingly adopting the asset light expansion models? What do you mean by this? So
Um, um,
how will it impact the financials of the company?
to be honest, I'm not sure. Asset light expansion models.
Asset light means, see, basically I will say, I will give an example. Rather than making a new hotel, you are acquiring some hotel. What will happen in this?
acquiring hotels. So that will already have a customer base. So
Customer
it
base.
would be easier for the business to function.
Yeah, and can I think Shivraj mentioned it that no need of upfront huge cost to acquire a business, to start a business.
Yeah.
Correct. So, but they have written over here with lower capital. You only told it, but when I asked you this way, you are not able to tell it because तुमने वो वहां से लिखा है. You didn't understand it properly. Hotel companies are adopting asset-light expansion model so that it will lower its capital intensity to improve return on capital and support stronger cash flows. यही था ना इसका
Yes,
reason.
yes.
Got it? So see how I have linked it. Okay, linked it to the financials.
Yes,
Okay,
sir. Understood.
so this is how you talk. मतलब बड़ा तुमने लिखा अच्छा है. It is very good. Your English accent is also good. Presentation is good. But now presentation shouldn't be only reading. It should look like a conversation with you and me. Even if the third party who's listening, like, "Arey, what are these two guys talking about?" Okay,
Understood, sir. Sure,
got
I'll
it.
take. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can write it on your own. Rather, when you write only now, you can write in that way. No harm in doing that. Assume that you have to present it in a better way. No need of copy pasting because your message is now. I'll show you the the article that you have sent me. How does it look on my phone? Because let's say I have already read the article. Now, if you are telling me the article again, probably
Yes.
I am not. I will not read it. Okay, because I can read the same thing in the newspaper.
Yeah, understandable, sir.
Got it. Got it. This is your article. It is looking. Okay, connect. In my phone, it is looking something like this. Okay. So reading a paragraph this big, probably I will not read only. Okay. See how it looks. If it look in your phone. So in the
Yes.
phone also it should be 3 lines, 3 to 4 lines, so that it should be your manager or your clients should be, because assuming if you're sending this to a client, will a client read this?
Yeah, it should be cut short.
You've got your, and let's say if you are on the servicing part and the investment banking servicing part, like you, there are many clients of mine. Okay, all are sending me this big messages. Will I read?
Hmm, probably not.
See, now there are 30 students. All have sent me a news. There are 30 news that I have to read. Do you think I will read this 30 news this week? What will I read? The headings. And if you can highlight this data point by using the star one.
Okay.
Okay. So that you also remember that when there is a time to present this news, you only present those data points.
Sure, sir. So it should be just like 2 to 3 lines cut
2 to 3
short,
lines, cut
specific
short.
data.
Okay. Sometimes this can increase, because obviously there are 3, 4 reasons for that. That is totally fine. Okay.
Okay.
That it is increasing because of 3 reasons. Okay, domestic leisure, mice, conference call. This can increase the sentence, but that is because it's a part of that article only. You're just adding 3, 4 points.
Okay.
But when it comes like this, see this one, the last one was a huge, unnecessarily. The demand supply imbalance is likely to persist in the next 2 to 3 years, supporting occupancy. You can cut short it. This can be broken into 2 paragraphs. One was a pricing power, second was premium hotels. So once you're talking about the industry, when you're talking about the premium hotels. Because the supply demand is in the premium hotels. Okay.
Got it, sir.
And then capital intensity, asset light you mentioned here. See, there are 2 paragraphs. Asset light, so the asset light, so what will happen? It will increase the ROE and increase the free cash flow. That's it. You are a finance guy, you are not a journalist. तुम मुझे बताओ asset light का फायदा क्या होने वाला? Okay, because you have mentioned it.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. But good one. Good one.
So can I also cover this news?
Sorry. Yeah, Niket. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, good morning, everyone. As you know, like the tourism sector is in limelight, and every day some of the other news is coming. So, I'll be walking you through the macro factors like how the tourism sector is growing on a CAGR %, and what all companies are benefiting from this premiumization and luxury boom. So if we see on a data point level, the tourism sector is expected to grow around roughly around 9 to 12% on a Y-to-Y basis. And this is mainly driven by the domestic tourism, business travel, which is supported by the MICE activities, and the weddings, which are happening a lot. If we see on a data point on a supply and demand dynamics, there is an imbalance. Like the demand is growing around 10% and supply is way behind at 6%. This is again increasing the pricing power, the RevPAR and the ARR for these hospitality companies. If we see on an industry-wide basis, occupancy was roughly around 75% for this Q3 quarter. ARR was growing for almost all companies at roughly around double digit, 25 to 20 to 25% bracket. And RevPAR was also growing on a double digit pace with 15 to 20% basis. So linking all these data points, these tells us like there is an operating leverage which is kicking in for these companies, and and the revenue is growing, which is supporting the RevPAR growth, which is also supporting the ratios on the profitability end. So linking this to a ground level, if we see the air passenger traffic, which was about roughly around 250 million, and toll collection standard around 600 billion, which was around 16% increase on a Y-to-Y basis. This was again supported by the rising international cricket matches. Like we are having ICC cricket tournament T20 World Cup. Again, with increase in the regional and pilgrimage travel, which is the Mahakumbh, and the rise in concerts and destinations wedding. So if we see in calendar year 26, there are about roughly around 10 to 12 long weekends, which will increase these short haul destinations and which will boost the tourism. And this will be dominated by the luxury and the upper upscale segment, which is like having you can say a boom in the near term. This is also supported by rising per capita income, which is expected to around roughly around $5,000 by FY30. This will kick in the premiumization trend, which will drive the growth. So coming down to stocks, like linking all these data points and all these story, what all stocks can be benefited. So first can be Leela Palace. Why I chose this stock? Because there is an increase in premiumization trend, and with this and the if you see the consumer spending power, the value, like the you can say the dynamics is shifting from value end to an experiential end. So this is again kicking the direct growth for this company. If I'll walk you through their metrics, they have 50 to 100 operational keys, which are roughly in Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Chennai, and Udaipur. So there are about 9 hotels they are operating, and if we see the pipeline, there are about roughly around 1100 keys, and their ADR stands at 31,000. Second is the Ventive Hospitality. Why I chose this company? Because if we see the current Middle East and US war which is happening, which will hamper the Western locations, and this company has majority of the locations in Maldives, in Central Asia, and in India. And this is operates in upper upscale with brands like Marriott, Saint Marriott, and then Ritz Carlton, which are among the you can say the luxury brands. So their metrics, I'll walk you through the metrics. They operates about 13 hotels and 2,200 keys, and they are also expanding in Sri Lanka and in Maldives. And the company ADR stands roughly around 25,000 ballpark. So to conclude this article and to with all these data points, my takeaway would be with this rising tourism demand, which is supported by data like demand supply imbalance and rising operational metrics, which can kick in a lot of growth for these small players in the industry. And to track would be Leela and Ventive.
लीला एंड विंटिव, ओके। पर लीला का तो इंडिया में ही है ना, बाहर तो कुछ है नहीं ना लीला का?
एक्सपैंड कर रहे हैं सर, अभी ऑपरेशनल नहीं है बट देयर इज इन द पाइपलाइन।
पर क्या इंडिया के बाहर?
या सर दुबई में ही कर रहे हैं वो, अभी टॉक्स में है।
ओके, सो लीला का आई थिंक बेस भी छोटा है ना, और द रेवेन्यू इज आल्सो लोअर
करेक्ट।
कंपेयर टू ऑक्यूपेंसी उसका 50-50 के आसपास है। एंड थिंक ARR तुमने 25,000 किसका मेंशन किया? विंदीप का मेंशन किया ना?
हाँ सब वेंटिव का। इसका जो
विंदीप
ऑक्यूपेंसी है वो पैलेसेस में 50 है, बाकी ओवरऑल
पैलेसेस में
70 था सर फॉर दिस क्वार्टर।
ओवरऑल कितना?
70% सर फॉर दिस क्वार्टर।
ओवरऑल 70%। अच्छा, ओके, ओ दैट्स ग्रेट। ओके, ओके फाइन। ओके, शिवराज, एनीथिंग ऑन टाटा मोटर्स?
Yes, sir. Just a short note. Wait. The today's newsletter is around automobile sector, especially especially around the EVs penetration. So Tata Motors targeting sub 10 lakh segment for EV penetration by reducing entry level price. So in India, total annual PV sales is around 4.2 million, out of which the mass segment shares major part, that is 2 by third portion of it, which accounts for 3 million sales. But the EV penetration in this mass segment is only at 1.5%. So that's why Tata Motors is offering Tata Punch EV with battery as a service model, which lowers the entry price to 6.94 lakh. And the competitor models in the similar range include MG Motors Comet EV with the similar service with entry price of around 5 lakh, and Tata Tiago EV uh, are in the same range.
Okay, so why
So
are they
that's the news.
targeting small scale EV?
Sorry, sir.
Why are they targeting small?
They are trying to minimize the price gap between the ICE vehicles and EV vehicles, and the major part of PV sales is coming from this mass segment. So around 2 by third of PV sales is from this mass segment. That's why they are trying to penetrate in this particular segment through EV.
But Shivraj, fine, okay, Tata Motors बोल रहा है ऐसा करेगा. Is it good? What is your assumption? Is it the right thing that they're doing? Will it grow?
Uh, there are some headwinds like in infrastructure and all, but I think in long term they are saying that it will not pressurize their margins, but in my opinion like that will pressurize their margins. So
No, not about the margin. See, you cannot talk about the cost over here. You just talk about the sales because cost तो तुम्हारे हाथ में है नहीं. See,
okay.
कैसा है शिवराज? If I want to project your salary, okay,
Okay.
how will I project? You are CFA level 1, तुमने MBA किया है, एक्सेट्रा है, तो अप्रोक्सीमेट तुम्हारा सैलरी इतना हो सकता है. कैन आई अज्यूम योर कॉस्ट कि तुम खर्चा कितना कर रहे हो अभी? कैन यू सोचो? कैन यू प्रोजेक्ट माई रेवेन्यू स्टूडेंट्स इनटू प्राइस? अप्रोक्सीमेट तो कर सकते हो.
Yes.
कॉस्ट प्रोजेक्ट कर सकते हो मेरा, मैं कितना खर्चा करता हूँ? डू हैव एनी आइडिया अबाउट दैट? मतलब मिलेगा भी तुमको?
No, sir, it's up to management, like internal
हाँ.
चीज है.
So you cannot talk about the cost when you are presenting anything. कॉस्ट पे आएगा तो आई विल से बताओ मेरा कॉस्ट क्या है.
Okay.
ओके, सो कॉस्ट इज नेवर इनटू कंसिडरेशन बिकॉज नो वन कैन प्रोजेक्ट कॉस्ट. तुम आज भी है ना. सी, हम व्हेन यू केम टू द क्लास यू से व्हाट इज द एवरेज सैलरी. ठीक है, कैन एनीवन प्रोजेक्ट व्हाट इज योर एवरेज सेविंग?
Hmm.
कैन यू डू? मतलब ऐसा भी ना, मैं 1 करोड़ कमा के बचा सिर्फ 1 लाख रहा हूँ एंड तुम सिर्फ 1,50,000 कमा के बचा 1 लाख रहा है, ऐसा भी हो सकता है ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so my question over here was Tata Motors EVs are nearing its price value. They are coming up with a 10 sub 10 lakhs segment to sorry, they are coming under sub 10 lakh segment. क्यों तुमने बोला to that EVs become accessible and affordable? and practical adoption to accelerate naturally. Now, तुम इतने टाइम से कर रहे हो, we are talking about EVs at times. Do you think this is the right strategy? Many will look right, जरा wrong है. You don't have any right to tell them. But as per your analysis, what is it a right strategy? तो मेरा क्वेश्चन आएगा, what is the growth rate in this like segment?
No, already the penetration is low, but there are no chances of increasing that penetration level with high mark, because there is a lot of lag in infrastructure development in India. So I don't think that, even though the entry price is becoming less, but to support that lower entry price, there is no enough infrastructure, so
Okay.
it will not grow.
So yeah, so you have to come up with an argument. So this is a Tata Motors is doing, but I think the segment is not growing. What we are talking about is that the premium segment is growing, and I don't know, sir, why Tata Motors is coming up into this segment. I have to look at this carefully, because when you say this kind of news, I will specifically ask you, do you think it will grow? ये बोल तो रहा है grow होगा, but looking at the market, looking at the historical doesn't seem. Future can be different, but the projection what I see in the market is that, sir, probably this will not grow. It's because the majority penetration is in the luxury EV markets, and EV is a luxury. EV is not something like you get it in affordable. Affordable EV is still not a concept in India.
Yes, sir.
अपना
The
reason देख सकते हो?
adaptation rate in the particular range is quite low, sir.
Quite low, yes. And already Tata Motors is the market leader, so it doesn't make sense, coming up. अभी ये Tata other models, now you see ये Tiago EV दिखते हैं क्या रास्ते पे? Tiago और वो भी है, और हाँ Tiago EV है, Tigor EV है. Do you see those cars on the road?
सर एक कमेंट ईवी दिखता है, लेकिन टीआई ईवी नहीं सर.
हाँ, कमेंट भी बहुत रेयर होगा, दिखता है तभी.
यस सर, रेयर.
हाँ, इट इज अ रेयर थिंग बिकॉज वो छोटी है, नजर में आती है. दैट्स इट. इसके तुमको दिखता होगा, दिखती है. अदर्स, एंड वो प्रैक्टिकली कार है ही नहीं, कॉमेट ईवी probably you will not buy. It is specifically a car for a girl, where it's your third, fourth car in the family. It's just that you have to maybe your wife, your sister, जिनको ड्राइविंग सीखना है नया नया, it's a small car, you drive it, probably will not take that car to office.
Yes sir.
Okay. So Kaustubh has done some channel checks. Kaustubh, what was the channel checks that I forgot to ask
Yeah,
you
sir.
yesterday?
Yeah,
Ah.
sir. Actually, I have made a PPT for it. Me and Amit went together. Like tomorrow, I'll just present the PPT if that's all right. And we can, because
Yeah.
I went to 4 different stores,
Mhm.
MG, Tata, Volkswagen, and then I went to Hyundai. So I've,
Mhm.
made a list of the findings. So I've made a PPT for it. I'll just have some edit on that, and then I'll send it to you. Tomorrow we can present.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sweetie, Kumari, you can present your news, Sweetie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I would like to present about like Ola Electric, that like rising competition in India's EV two-wheeler market pushes Ola Electric out of top five. So the major in February, the company sold around 3,968 scooters, giving it a 3.7% share, while competitors such as TVS Motor Company and also Ether Energy have gained higher sales in the segment. One of the major reason in the competition was like from traditional automobiles companies like Bajaj Auto and TVS have strong dealer networks and also better services and infrastructure. In addition to customer concern regarding after sales service and also like product product visibility, we can see that Bajaj Auto and TVS Motor have strong dealer networks. In addition, like customers concerned regarding after sales service and product reliability have also impacted Ola demand. So this resulted into 29.4% market share of the TVS Motor. Yeah, that's all.
No. Okay, Sweetie, where is that news? I cannot find it in Economic Times. Was it previously? Was it
No,
today's paper?
sir. This isn't today's. Like my screen is visible, right? This
Your screen is
one.
not visible. One second. You can share your screen.
So sorry.
Yeah.
Just a minute.
This is what. Acha, Delhi edition. Okay. This is yesterday's paper, na? Third. That's what. 3rd March. Today's the day before yesterday. Today is 5th March.
Yeah, I thought just.
Here, see, it is 3rd March.
So I'm not able to present, like I'm sharing it, but I think it's not visible.
It's visible. No, I'm saying this is 3rd March. I can say this. This
Okay,
is 3rd
okay.
March. Newspaper is of 3rd March. Fine. So this news was already told in our morning calls. Fine, it's okay. But now see, now if I'm not saying it, probably what has happened in Ola? Ola's market share have declined. Okay, how much?
Yeah.
How much? 2,
Uh,
3%. Correct? Market share have
yeah,
declined to
yes.
3%. Okay. Yeah, correct. Your heading was perfect. So two-wheeler market. So you see how we have written it. Two-wheeler market pushes Ola Electric out of top 5. Or you can say that Ola Electric loses its top spot due to bad servicing. Or maybe what is the reason? Due to
It
no.
like
Ah, what are the reason?
like
Why
so
was it
due to
down?
like the brand has not like uh, they don't have like brand presence. That's why like they're losing market share as compared to TVS Motors and Bajaj.
Okay. So you have your heading should be specific why it is
Yeah.
out of the market. And current market price, what you have written of Ola is that 24 rupees? The Ola price
Yes,
that you
sir.
have written.
Current market price. Yes, sir.
So let's say I have told
Like
you to
I
write in paragraphs. Okay, why it is not in paragraphs?
So like I was like for the first time I was writing that's why like there is some
Ah,
mistake. I will improve it.
yeah. So it should always be in paragraphs.
Okay.
In paragraphs, so what happens that you are able to present what are things you want to talk. When you're talking about Ola, just talk about Ola. Don't go to other. You are right. You are the format was right. That Ola Electric is pushed out of top 5 is because of the bad customer service. Okay, this was the first reason. So what has happened? Ola's market share have declined to 3.5% in February, and they have sold only 3,900 units in February, which were 2 years back, it was around 34,000 units. That's it. Then,
Okay.
so why has this happened? Legacy players like TVS have led the segment with 29% market share, whereas Athar have also sold around 20,000 products. So now you can now talk. See now, if I ask you how much TVS have sold, do you have the answer? How much
Mm,
TVS have sold?
no,
It
sir.
is not written
No.
in your file. It is not written, correct? In your news article.
Yes.
How will you find how much was TVS? Guys, others also. Just showing Sweetie's news in her. One second. She has written. Yeah, you can see this. Now, guys, if others also asked you that how will you find TVS total units sold? Anyone? And Athar's market share. You can say don't know. Okay, you have this data with you.
सर ये ओला इलेक्ट्रिक का डेटा दिया हुआ है 3.57% मार्केट शेयर विद 3.9 के यूनिट सोल्ड। सो
हाँ
100% निकाल लेंगे इससे, और उसके बाद टीवीएस का 29% है, तो 100 का वो डिवाइड कर मतलब मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो निकल जाएगा।
100% कैसे निकालोगे?
सर ये 3968 डिवाइडेड बाई 3.7 इंटू 100 कर देंगे तो पूरा ओवरऑल आ जाएगा हमारे ईवी का,
So
और
cross
उसके बाद
multiply
टीवीएस
करने
का
की
निकाल
जरूरत नहीं
देंगे।
है. So what guys, see what you can do is, now sweetie, you also see when you have written this news, you can get all much data from this news. 393968 was sold by Ola. It was saying that it is around 3.7% market share. Correct? Sold with the total sold. I mean, let's say, uh, sweetie, you got 30% in exam. The exam was of total 100 marks. How much marks you got, sweetie? Let's say exam was of, you got 30% in an exam and the total exam was of 100 marks. So what will be your total marks?
30 marks, sir.
30 marks. So
Yeah.
here, what you do is just do 3978 divide by 3%. You will automatically get the total vehicle sold. Now they have written about TVS. TVS is having 29% market share. Correct? What was it? 29.4. 29.4. The approximate TVS must have sold 31,000 units. Ather sold 20,585 units. You can calculate this. This you have to do. No one will tell you कैसे करना है वो. Numbers न्यूज़पेपर में तुमको डेटा मिला है ना, तो this is how you get it. Now you understood. Now for your understanding, you know TVS is having a 29% market share. That is approximate 30. Ather is having 20% market. This is totally 50%. And Ola has lost its market share 3.7%. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So you have to present in that way. So what has happened? Rising competition in two-wheeler has pushed out Ola because of bad customer services. Okay. So what has happened in Ola? Data points now. Ola's market share have declined to 3.7%, and they have sold only 3,900 units. This is down from 34,000 units sold 2 years ago. And this has led to higher customer acquisition cost. Because that was the only news. Then legacy players like TVS, this is completely different news. This has nothing to do with the heading. This is just a data point that you're giving. And you can say that at the end, the legacy players have created a huge competition for the company. Okay. Fine. So always talk to specifically to your heading. Whatever your heading is, you have to talk everything about that heading. If Ola, first talk everything about Ola and then go to other companies, or then go to any other news. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Ayon, Gojrit.
No, sir. So before I start, I had a question. So
Hmm.
the figures in my news is in rupees and crore. So should I convert it into rupees and a billion or dollars and billion?
No. If it's dollar, then it's fine. If it's given, you cannot convert it from rupees to dollars. Okay. If it's rupees, dollars is totally fine, but million, billion should be same.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So start with your news.
So, my news is on Godrej Properties. The Godrej Properties has increased its future sales pipeline by 23%. The company's sales booking rose by 25% to 24,000 crore in the first 9 months, and it is targeting 32,000 crore in the full fiscal year 25-26. So, as a part of its expansion strategy, the company has acquired 11 acres of land in Gurgaon at the price of 1,000 crores, and it is planning to generate a revenue of 4,000 crore from the project. It has also purchased 5 acres of land in Kolkata, and it is developing a housing project, and it is generated to and it has generated and it can provide a revenue potential of 1.6 crore. So in total, is Godrej Properties has acquired 16 acres of land, and it is planning to generate almost 6,000 crores of revenue from it.
Okay. 6,000 crores. Okay, we're talking millions, billions. Okay. 4,500 crore is 45 billion.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And why is they are targeting this?
Their sales booking has increased, and that's why they are targeting to increase their future sales pipeline. They see a higher demand in Kolkata and Delhi NCR, and that's why they are expanding their projects.
This was so this they are diversifying to micro markets. Which is, see, the question is now, let's say, why are they expanding over here? Okay, why are they expanding to NCR? What is the reason?
So the reason I got from the news was that the sales booking has increased, and that's why they
Is
are
increased
expanding.
so why in NCR only? Why not anywhere in the world?
Yes, I'm not sure about that.
यहाँ पे लिखा ना, the land parcel is located near sector 63 and forms a goal for. Why are they expanding onto this? Why will the sales increase over here? सी वो लोग ने बोला है तो उन पे ध्यान नहीं रखना होता है। तुम एनालिस्ट हो ना, तुम्हारा दिमाग लगाना होता है। मैं तो हमेशा अच्छा ही
Yes.
बोलूंगा मेरे बिजनेस के बारे में। आई विल नेवर ब्लफ खराब होगा ये होगा। You have to analyze whether the one that they have acquired, what is the purpose of them acquiring. So now you have to Google it. What is 63A? Do you know? You are from Pune. You don't know about NCR,
No.
correct? This is 63A. Okay. Why is that? Why is that place so much of importance to Godrej? Correct. Now, if you're in Pune, you know what is Viman Nagar, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Viman Nagar, we know that is a place where you have premium properties, and you also know a place called Baudan or maybe Bugao, where
Yes.
where if a developer comes over there and create premium properties, no one is gonna sell it because those areas they are defined to a lower income category products, lower income group. Whereas Viman Nagar is a area where you have premium or premium real estate. If you talk about this, so what is this? Since we don't know, I also don't know what is 63A. Okay, I am not from Noida. So you should talk on this. Ki why are they having a project in this? Why are they acquiring this land? And what is the project? When you say Nasi, I will ask you the project of recent development and estimate revenue of 4,000 crore. If I ask you, and what is the average price of one per room over here? What is the square foot rate over here? Can you Google it and get the answer?
Yes, I can.
You can, no? इसका annual report की जरूरत है नहीं।
नहीं है.
कि 63 है क्या है? What is this? First you have to mention that सर ये क्या है 63 है? Because anyone from Noida, क्या है? What is the 63 है? Not sure. Anyone? Okay. Google it. What is it? 63A. And they've also mentioned that it is extension of Micro Road, Micro, one of the key residential corridors in the city. So why is that location so specific? And तुमको लगता है क्या? They are expecting 4,000 crore. तुमको लगता है? Do you think that it will happen? What is the average square foot rate? What is going on in the industry? So ये सब it happens with curiosity. Okay. As a Kausavan is a rapidly developing primary residential locality along the expressway. It is known for offering plots and independent houses close to approximate. So what is the rate over there? What is the square foot rate over there? So we understood ना कि ये प्रीमियम रेसिडेंशियल बना रहे हैं या सस्ते वाले बना रहे हैं. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, okay, and so
Okay,
तुमको
sir.
करना है कि तुम्हारा बिजनेस समझ के न्यूज लिखना है. यू डोंट हैव टू राइट अ न्यूज क्योंकि पेपर में आया है. तुम्हारा अगर गोदरेज प्रॉपर्टीज है तो मैं तुमको क्या क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा. जैसे अगर तुमको घर खरीदना है तुम क्या क्वेश्चन पूछोगे मुझे.
वो एरिया कैसा है एंड देन
एरिया
पर
कैसा है,
स्क्वायर फीट प्राइस.
पर स्क्वायर फुट क्या है. मैंने वही पूछा ना तुमको अभी, ये एरिया कैसा है,
यस
पर
सर.
स्क्वायर फुट रेट कितना है. कुछ अलग था तुम्हारे और मेरे प्रोसेस में.
नहीं.
नहीं ना. मैं एनालिस्ट हूँ इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि मैं सब कुछ आता है. बेसिक तुमको भी आती है. कोई दिमाग, कोई इट इज नॉट अ रॉकेट साइंस. कि हम सबको पता है कि घर लेना चाहते हो तो हमको क्या क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहिए कि एरिया कैसा है. फिर ये भी तो पर स्क्वायर फुट कितना है, तुमको परवड़ना तो चाहिए. तो मैं बोलूंगा पर स्क्वायर फुट 1 लाख रुपए है. तो तुमको पता है ऐसे लेने वाले है ही नहीं लोग यहाँ पे. वो एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट बुगाओ, बुगाओ इफ आई से आई एम मेकिंग अ प्रॉपर्टी विच इज लाइक 50,000 पर स्क्वायर फुट, कोई लेने वाला है
नहीं सर.
नहीं. बट वही तुम विमान नगर में बता, शायद से लोग लेंगे. सभी है ना. तो मुझे पता होना चाहिए कि क्या है प्रॉपर्टी. ओके.
यस सर.
ओके. फाइन. ओके. ओके, अदर्स आल्सो गॉट इट. मतलब हाउ आई आस्क क्वेश्चंस बेसिक ये है. मतलब मुझे भी नहीं पता ना, आई एम आल्सो रीडिंग इट फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. न्यूज आती है बिकॉज दिस मॉर्निंग कॉल इज वेयर वी लर्न एवरीथिंग एवरी डे समथिंग न्यू. वेयर आई ऑल्सो डोंट नो व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट. मुझे शायद से पता होता, लेट्स से अगर ये मुंबई की बात है मुझे पता होता कि क्या है. बट आई एम नॉट फ्रॉम नोएडा, मुझे नहीं पता कि व्हाट इज दिस. 6.73 thousand square foot average residential rate, so it is quite cheaper. ये तो सस्ते वाला है, अफोर्डेबल हाउसिंग, इफ दैट इज द केस. सो ना ऐसा भी होता है, गूगल करके देखना होता है कि जो प्रॉपर्टी से बना रहे नाम भी होगा ना कुछ तो. वो प्रॉपर्टी कितने व्हाट इज द स्क्वायर, मतलब कितने बड़ा है वो प्रॉपर्टी. 1 BHK, 2 BHK, 5 BHK है. व्हाट इज दैट प्रॉपर्टी अबाउट, एवरेज कितना है उसका. तो ये सब ऐसा बेसिक रिसर्च करना होता है, ग्राउंड रिसर्च जाके कि क्या कर रहे हैं उधर, वो उधर पता होना चाहिए. अभी जैसे उसने लैंड ही परचेस किया है, बट देयर विल बी समथिंग मोर ऑन टू इट. गाइस आई हैव अ कॉल, जस्ट अ मिनट. बैक. या सर. So, हाँ, अच्छा प्रणय, क्या है, I'll tell you Pranav what is it. Pranav, just go through the video of first 2 sessions. I have told him how we present all those things. Okay, Rishikesh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I have read a news about rising sugar prices from Business Standard, page number 10.
Business Standard, page number 10. Okay, go ahead.
Sir,
Go ahead.
all sugar stocks rise more than 3% amid a bearish market. Indian mills are exporting just 0.75 million ton, although they have authority to export 2 million from government of India last year, from 2025 to 2026. But Brazil, which holds total 40% of total world's sugar supply, has decreased sugar supply to increase ethanol production domestically for fulfilling energy needs and rising crude oil.
Okay,
As one,
once again, Rishikesh.
yes, sir.
पहले तो why did you select news on sugar?
Sir, because I was writing news about FMCG market from past 2 3 days, and sugar stocks come under FMCG market, so I write news about it.
So I will ask you, what is the difference between Sri Renuka sugar and Balrampur चीनी? दोनों के शुगर में क्या फर्क है?
That I do not know, sir.
Then, then what are you explaining me today? I have told you not to take commodity companies. No, there is no problem reading it. तुम read करो.
Okay.
Question है कि if these things are asked you in interviews, तुम्हारा
Okay.
न्यूज पहले के पढ़ने के पहले मैं तुमको क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस,
Okay.
देन
Okay.
गॉट इट।
Okay. Okay.
रीजन आई आस्क्ड यू बिकॉज यू आर एनालिस्ट, तुमको ना घूम फिर के स्टॉक्स बताना है मुझे एट द एंड, सो यू हैव
Okay.
टू टॉक अबाउट वन स्टॉक। करेक्ट, ये बराबर है, न्यूज आई हैव नो इश्यूज विद द न्यूज, perfect, you have to read it, everything whatever is in a newspaper you have to read it, but now when it comes about writing something, okay,
Yes.
you are saying that sir all sugar stocks rise more than 3% amid bearish market, fine, अभी इसका मैं क्या करूं, हो गया, what is your analysis after this? तुम बोल रहे हो कि सर शुगर, ठीक है, इथेनॉल लग रहा है तो आगे इसका डिमांड बढ़ेगा, एग्री, कौन सा स्टॉक लेना चाहिए?
Sir, Bajaj Hindustan Sugar Stock because it is the biggest player in sugar
नहीं,
stock.
बिगेस्ट प्लेयर तो ऐसा नहीं, तो फिर तुमने क्या रिसर्च किया, बिगेस्ट प्लेयर ही है तो मैं पूछूंगा बजाज, वाई बजाज, वाई नॉट रेनुका, वाई नॉट राणा, वाई नॉट बलरामपुर, वो भी बड़ा है,
Sir, because
क्या फर्क है दोनों में?
Bajaj got highest price hike of 10.25% from last closing price.
नहीं, सो व्हाट, वो तो रोज प्राइस प्राइस तो रोज ऊपर नीचे होता है ना, यू डोंट हैव टू
Okay.
टॉक अबाउट प्राइस, हाँ, तुम एनालिस्ट हो, तुम
Okay.
पीएनएल बैलेंस शीट की बात करो,
Okay.
तुम प्राइसिंग की बात नहीं करने की सर प्राइसिंग 4% से बढ़ा, वो रोज चेंज होता रहता है,
Okay.
टॉक अबाउट व्हाट इज द इम्पैक्ट, सी बिकॉज इट इज योर बिजनेस, सर ना, वेन एवर यू टॉक अज्यूमिंग इट्स योर बिजनेस, यू आर प्रमोटिंग योर बिजनेस, ऐसा बोलोगे आज मैं मेरा बिजनेस प्रमोट करने को ये बोलूँ कि मेरा प्राइस आज 4% बढ़ गया तो मेरा बिजनेस अच्छा है,
No.
देन गॉट इट,
Yes.
सो
But
राइट न्यूज ऑन
yes, sir.
perspective that will come, तुमको भी खुद इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए कुछ मिलना चाहिए ना,
Okay.
if you cannot prove that you can invest, how will you convince your clients to invest?
Okay.
करेक्ट, ठीक है, अभी बता तुमने जो न्यूज पढ़ा है, फाइन, मतलब जो भी है, बट नेक्स्ट टाइम से याद रखो,
Okay.
एंड
Uh,
टेल इट एज अ कॉन्वर्जेशन, डोंट रीड इट,
okay.
हाँ,
But
गो
sir,
अहेड।
I have one question. So if I am tracking FMCG market or motor vehicle market, if news about sales do not come on any 1 or 2 days, then what should I do?
नहीं नहीं, so that's what, it's not why are you tracking FMCG, who told you to do that?
I am just tracking out of curiosity.
No, so
FMCG and
why is there a curiosity, why only FMCG, why not auto?
I am writing about auto also, but I am more into FMCG.
No, why, that's what I mean, why?
Sir, because I'm from 2 3 days, I'm reading more about export of basmati rice, increase in tea prices. Therefore,
So
so they comes under FMCG market and their prices are rising up. Therefore,
see, who am I am a fund manager,
yes,
correct, I have
yes,
I am we are doing this morning call for investment ideas,
yes,
ठीक है, तुम बोल
yes.
रहे हो बासमती एक्सपोर्ट हो रहा है, एक्सपोर्ट में वहां ईरान में वॉर चल रहा है, हाउ वाज एक्सपेक्टेड कि बासमती का ग्रोथ होगा, एंड व्हाई ओनली बासमती, इतने सारे स्टॉक्स में तुम उसी की बात क्यों कर रहे हो? आई वांट एन इन्वेस्टमेंट आइडिया फ्रॉम, ओके,
Okay, okay,
इन्वेस्टमेंट आइडिया के लिए ऐसा नहीं है कि तुमको सिर्फ एफएमजीजी ट्रैक करना, यू हैव टू गिव मी एनीथिंग दैट दैट विल लीड टू इंक्रीज इन द स्टॉक प्राइस, तो ऐसा नहीं है
okay,
सर मैं एफएमजीजी ट्रैक करो मैं ऑटो ट्रैक, यू हैव टू ट्रैक एवरीथिंग दैट यू नो,
okay,
एवरीथिंग विच
okay,
कैन ऐड वैल्यू,
okay.
उसमें फिर
So,
यू कैन, अगर तुमको पता चला कि एफएमसीजी में ग्रोथ हो रहा है तो फाइन, यू स्पेसिफाई ऑन कि सर मैं ट्रैक भी सब कर रहा हूँ बट मुझे एफएमसीजी इसके बेस से अच्छा लग रहा
okay,
है बिकॉज ये सब चीजें उसमें हो रही है,
okay. Means
एंड
can I
दैट शुड
track?
कंटिन्यूस बेसिस,
Okay.
नॉट
Sir,
ऑन टू
means
एंड थ्री डेज, ओके,
okay. Sir,
तुम
means
6 महीने बाद मेरे को बोलो कि सर मैं ट्रैक कर रहा हूँ तो बात अलग है, 2 दिन में ट्रैक नहीं होता है,
okay, understood.
ओके, गॉट इट,
मीन्स मैं 2 3 सेक्टर ट्रैक कर सकता हूँ लाइक मोटर व्हीकल टूरिज्म.
जो भी समझता है, जो भी समझता है, जो भी, मैं
ओके
तुमको ये
ओके
पूछूंगा, आज हमने बासमती पूछा, मैं पूछूंगा बासमती राइस में क्या फर्क है, बताओ दोनों के,
ओके.
दावत भी बिकता है, एलटी फोर भी बिकता है, सॉरी एलटी फोर दावत सेम ही है, क्या फर्क है दोनों, राइस में क्या फर्क होता है?
पता नहीं. अंडरस्टूड.
तो फिर क्यों बात कर रहे हो उसके बारे में?
ओके
तुमको अगर तुम्हारी कंपनी के प्रोडक्ट का फर्क ही नहीं पता तो फिर बात क्यों कर रहे हो?
ओके
ओके,
ओके
ऑलराइट,
ओके
ये होता है बेसिक रिसर्च, तो जरा तुम एक्सपीरियंस हो जाओगे तब फिर ये चीजें आती है, व्हेन यू गो वेरी डीप इनटू इट, बट एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ योर करियर नेवर गो टू बी टू बी कंपनीज, और बी टू बी तो कभी नहीं जाना है, तुम जो चीज खरीदते हो उसी की बात करना,
अंडरस्टूड.
स्पोर्ट्स की बात नहीं करने को, तुमको नहीं पता इंडिया के बाहर क्या चल रहा है, इंडिया में क्या चल रहा है हमको पता नहीं होता है, क्योंकि तुम जितना एक्सपोर्ट की बात करोगे ना उतना मैं तुमको, जैसे अगर तुमने बोला एक्सपोर्ट की बात की, ठीक है, मैं तुमको ये पूछूंगा कि व्हाट इज योर व्यू ऑन ईरान, ईरान और इसराइल वॉर कब खत्म होगा? है आंसर तुम्हारे पास?
नहीं नहीं, तो
किसी के
अनसर्टन
पास
है।
भी नहीं, किसी
अनसर्टन
के
है।
पास भी नहीं आंसर। ऐसा है,
अनसर्टन है।
अनसर्टन है। फिर उसके बाद ठीक है, ईरान में जाता है, एग्जाम्पल बोलता हूँ कि चलो ये तुम्हारा बासमती राइस ईरान जाता है, ठीक है, ईरान में और कंपटीशन कौन कौन है?
आई डोंट नो।
डोंट नो। तो ये प्रॉब्लम होता है, क्योंकि
ओके।
बेसिकली तो हम इंडिया की बात करते हैं, नॉट टॉक अबाउट अदर कंट्रीज, बिकॉज वो कंट्रीज ट्रैक करना जी मुझे भी लाइफ में डिफिकल्ट हो, जब मैं एनालिस्ट था ना, मैं
हाँ
फार्मास्यूटिकल सेक्टर ट्रैक करने का, बट आई वॉज नेवर 100% श्योर ऑफ यूएस में क्या चलता है, क्योंकि मार्केट ही नहीं पता क्या है, मैं कभी गया नहीं यूएस, नॉर आई नो कि वहां पे लोगों का उधर कौन से प्लेयर्स है, क्योंकि इंडिया से अगर कोई चीज एक्सपोर्ट हो रही है तो उधर भी तो लोकल प्लेयर्स है ना,
हाँ।
कभी रिसर्च होता है। तो वो जब मैं गया था एचएसबीसी में ना, टू अंडरस्टैंड द ग्लोबल मार्केट्स, 18-18 घंटे में काम करने का, नींद नहीं आने की, दैट वाज वेरी हेक्टिक, कि तुम सब ट्रैक करो तो वो नहीं होता है। तुमको
ओके
पहले इंडिया में है, हम इंडिया की बात करते हैं, आजू बाजू में क्या चल रहा है, तुम क्या खरीद रहे हो, क्या दिख रहा है तुमको, कौन सा कहाँ पे ग्रोथ हो रहा है, तो इतना इंडिया में इतना सब बाहर क्यों जाना है?
ओके सर।
ओके,
ओके।
ऐसा, करेक्ट, या
ओके।
ठीक है, बताओ ये शुगर में क्या हुआ है?
ठीक।
tell me।
ओके।
नहीं बता ना,
बट
तुमने जो न्यूज लिखा है उसके बारे में बता, क्या
okay,
हो रहा है?
but Brazil, which holds total 40% of world's sugar supply, has decreased sugar supply to increase ethanol production domestically for fulfilling energy needs amid rising crude oil price. As 1 kg of sugar produces 0.510 kg of ethanol. Therefore, Bajaj Hindustan Sugar close uh, uh, uh,
10%?
10%, 10.25% higher from 15.61 to 17.21 Indian rupee. Pony Sugar erode close 10.25% high
नहीं ठीक है,
from.
प्राइसिंग तो नहीं, ये तो तुम्हारा मार्केट ट्रैकर हो गया, ये तो
Okay.
तुमने मुझे दिया है कि सर आज मार्केट में प्राइस, तो यू डोंट हैव टू टॉक अबाउट प्राइस चेंज इन द न्यूज, ठीक है,
Okay.
तुमको
So,
फ्यूचर में क्या होगा इसकी बात
okay.
करनी है, ये तो हो गया ना अभी,
हाँ.
अभी क्या करूं मैं, अभी बताओ क्या करूं, तो वो होता तुम्हारा न्यूज।
So, sir, I just want to confirm that I should more concerned about what is production growth. Is there any new inventory or new production site? What is
करेक्ट,
a change in sale? What are
करेक्ट,
the investors' production or their logistics supply, right?
एक्सपेक्टेड और आगे क्या होगा,
Okay,
मतलब ये हो गया ठीक है, ये तुमने बता दिया, अभी आगे क्या?
okay, okay,
Right. तुमने बता दिया कि
okay,
शुगर प्राइस इंक्रीज, अभी आगे क्या, और कितने इंक्रीज होंगे, क्यों होंगे, क्या रीजन है उसके, ये सब होता है न्यूज में।
okay,
करेक्ट,
oh, okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
वेलकम। Yeah, Divyanshu, Divyanshu, which news you have sent?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
I have sent the news about Sir Tata Motors and Mahindra.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead.
Sir Tata Motors and Mahindra have rejected the uh, claims made by the media about the cancellation of import orders of commercial vehicles. And Tata Motors actually got a order of exporting 70,000 trucks, and Mahindra got order for exporting 35,000 light commercial vehicles. And earlier there were news of the local manufacturers of Indonesia protesting against this and the orders to be cancelled. But since the both the companies have clarified that there has been no such cancellation, and therefore we there should no there should be no change in the assumptions about the revenue growth in our financial model, and it is safe to assume that the revenue will be recognized and the price targets should not be changed.
तो इसमें तुमने क्या एनालिसिस किया है?
Sir, my analysis is that because on Monday the share of Tata fell by 1.42% and Mahindra fell by 2.14%. So if my fund manager holds Tata and Mahindra, there should be no change in the price targets.
ओके, तो ये अपडेट हो गया, ठीक है,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ये
Update.
सिर्फ अपडेट हो गया, तुमने मुझे अपडेट, फाइन, नो इश्यूज इन दैट, बट ठीक है। अच्छा, अभी मुझे समझना है कि ये अपडेट क्या था, Indonesia series orders intact. Tata Motors Mahindra set to supply. ओके दादा जी, ये ना सिर्फ अभी क्या था, दिस वाज जस्ट एन अपडेट कि जो जो उन्होंने पहले बोला था वो सब इंटैक्ट है, कुछ चेंजेस नहीं हुआ है
Yes,
उसमें।
sir. Yes, sir.
ठीक है, अभी फ्यूचर क्या है इसका?
Sir, future is that these orders will be fulfilled and the revenue will be recognized.
हाँ, वो तुमने ये भी तो लिखा ना, वो चैलेंजेस भी है,
Yes,
वो
sir.
नहीं
Yes, sir.
वो
Challenges
बताओ।
are come like countries like South Africa and Mexico have a tariff of 25 to 50% on import of
कैसे
commercial
बोलना है,
vehicles.
कैसा बोलना दिव्यांशु? द सो देयर इज सी, तुमने बोला है ऑर्डर्स आर इन इंटैक्ट, इंडोनेशिया से भी ऑर्डर्स एंड टाटा मोटर्स आर इंटैक्ट. The news regarding the suspending of vehicles are incorrect. Both companies confirm in advance. Okay. So
Yes,
Mahindra's
sir.
secure an order of 35,000 light commercial vehicles. Tata Motors ka has 70,000 truck orders from Indonesia under the corporate development program. And the order is said to be one of the largest export deals for the Indian commercial vehicles. ठीक है,
Yes, sir.
ये न्यूज था, अपडेट था. हाँ, बट सर क्या हो रहा है? बट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग दैट द एक्सपोर्ट एनवायरनमेंट इज टर्निंग लिटिल बिट चैलेंजिंग फॉर द कंपनीज. So as the global exports, Mexico has increased the tariffs on vehicles, while South Africa is considering raising price increase from 25 to 50%. This
Yes.
is indicating a tight export condition in the Indian automobile export. अभी ये तो मैक्सिको वाले को भी तुम देख लेना, मैक्सिको ने कितना इंक्रीज किया है, गूगल कर देना, क्योंकि डेटा पॉइंट
Yes,
इंपॉर्टेंट
sir.
होते हैं. ओके, देखो वापस मैंने जब बोला तो तीन डेटा पॉइंट मैंने बताया. पहले बोला
Yes, sir.
कि इंडोनेशिया में ऑर्डर्स इंटैक्ट है, तो महिंद्रा को कितना ऑर्डर था? 35,000 था. टाटा मोटर्स का 70,000 था, विच इज वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट. हो गए तीन पॉइंट, तीन डेटा
Yes,
पॉइंट.
sir.
फिर जो
Yes, sir.
लास्ट था उसमें भी मैंने डेटा पॉइंट बताया कि टैरिफ इंक्रीज हुआ है कितने, 25 से 50% हो गया है. फिर मैक्सिको
Yes,
के
sir.
पे कितना है वो तुमको गूगल करना चाहिए था कि मैक्सिको को कितना है,
Yes,
वो मिल जाता तुमको टैरिफ.
sir. Yes, sir.
और तो हमेशा डेटा पॉइंट में बात करनी है. एंड आगे क्या अपडेट था? फाइन, वो दो तुम्हारे जो पैराग्राफ थे वो अपडेट था. तीसरा, तीसरा
Sir,
व्हाट यू
the
एनालिसिस?
third would be, we should be careful about the revenue growth assumptions because of these tariff problems.
Sir, I
करेक्ट
want
करेक्ट.
to highlight a revenue point growth rate is just in Tata Motors. This order will add only 2% revenue growth and Mahindra 3%.
अच्छा, 2%, 3%. ओके
Yeah.
ओके ओके फाइन. ओके विशांक.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, good morning, sir.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Rishabh.
Okay, sir. Sir, can I present?
Yeah, go ahead. ये कहाँ पे था तुम्हारा ये न्यूज़? कौन से
Sir,
पेपर में था?
in Financial Express, sir. In page number, I think 2 or 3. Wait.
2 or 3?
In two.
Which edition?
Delhi, sir. I have sent you this, sir.
हाँ
Sent.
ठीक है. Okay, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So, wait a minute, sir. So, good morning, everyone. Today's news on auto sector. It is on Financial Express on CNG segment. Like the CNG vehicle are projected to account for 35% of Indian passenger vehicle sales by financial year 32, suppressing petrol segment by 31% according to the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. This marks a sharp increase from the financial year 25 level, where petrol held 58% share and the CNG segment held 18% share, indicating nearly 2x growth in CNG penetration by financial year 32. And if we talk about the CAFE norms 3, the CAFE norms 3 reflects that automakers must reduce their CO2 emission by 277 grams per kilometer by FY32. Currently, the currently CNG vehicles emits the less CO2 emission compared to petrol and diesel, which is 98 grams per kilometers compared to petrol, which produce approximately 120 grams per kilometers, and the diesel produce 150 grams per kilometer, making CNG which makes CNG a key compliance pathway while avoiding uh, 25,000 to 50,000 penalty per vehicle plus 10 lakh base fine. This is all about the CNG norms. The CNG adoption remains geographically concentrated in the states like Delhi, NCR, Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, accounting 70% of the 70% plus of the CNG demands. And in that cities, Delhi has the most demands. Like Delhi operate around 500 plus CNG stations, while Gujarat and Maharashtra contribute nearly one third of the CNG consumption. Along with the Delhi has the largest CNG bus fleet in the world, followed by the Gujarat and the Maharashtra. India currently offers, if you talk about the OEM, the India currently has 35 factory fitted CNG private vehicles led by the Maruti Suzuki, which has the 70% market share, followed by the Tata Motors, Hyundai, Toyota, supporting broader adoption alongside expanding CGD infrastructure.
Okay.
So,
So what is the conclusion?
yes, sir. Just saying. So, in my point of view, or sorry, the conclusion is the projected rise in the CNG share from 8% to 35%, indicating a structural transition in the Indian auto fuel, driven by the basically CNG driven by the lower operating cost, expanding CGD infrastructure, and the emission compliance requirements, positioning CNG as the key transition fuel alongside the electrification.
Okay.
But
Okay. So probably that's what I'm saying, that it will move towards
yes, sir.
a CNG variant and the hybrid one. Hybrid
Yes.
के बारे में नहीं लिखा था क्या? Hybrid क्या लिखा था?
नो सर, इसमें हाइब्रिड के बारे में उतना डिटेल दिया नहीं है. बेसिकली सर, इफ इट टूरिज्म सेक्टर्स पे भी इनका इसका इम्पैक्ट है. जिसकी
अच्छा,
मैं
कैसे?
जिसमें एक डेटा देख रहा था सर, तो दिल्ली आगरा, मोस्टली जो दिल्ली आगरा जो रूट रहता है, दिल्ली एनसीआर आगरा, उसमें सर मैक्सिमम जो ऑटोज और जो बसेस है वो सीएनजी वाले ज्यादा है.
अच्छा, ओके
हाँ.
ओके
और दिल्ली अप्रोक्स 1900 1900 प्लस सीएनजी बस ऑपरेट्स करता है, फॉलोड बाय महाराष्ट्र 1700 प्लस, एंड देन अहमदाबाद एंड गुजरात, सॉरी अहमदाबाद एंड सूरत, नॉट गुजरात. अहमदाबाद और सूरत में सर मोस्टली जो ऑटोज है वो सीएनजी वाले ज्यादा हैं,
ये
वो
वाले,
सीएनजी
हाँ
ज्यादा
करेक्ट.
प्रेफर करते हैं. एंड द सेम सर, दी बेंगलोर भी जो है वो सीएनजी बसेस की तरफ ज्यादा फोकस कर रहे हैं सर.
ओके ओके
ये
फाइन. Fine, good one.
थैंक यू सर.
Kaustubh? Sorry, I missed out on the Mahindra.
Yeah, hi sir. Good morning. Good morning,
morning.
guys. So it's just an update about Mahindra. So it is, shutting down the international operations because it wants to focus more on India because India is driving demand. And
Okay.
currently out of the 20 destinations which Mahindra has internationally, 12 of them are loss making, and they are trying to remove three. And if they remove these three guys, so it will impact by the profit by 2% because in financial year 25, so the last year, the loss these companies had was equal to 2% of profits. And just an update about these guys. So why exactly are they removing from these three countries? Specifically, they have given a reason. They are, not removing from US completely because US is experiencing some kind of, cyclical thing, and there is a slowdown happening right now. And in Japan, the industry is in contraction, which is a problem. And in Finland, there is geopolitical tensions because it's right beside Russia.
Hmm.
And these are just some updates. And there was some news about Indonesia, but that's another article or another news completely.
No, but you can present this in a proper
Yeah.
way, Kaustubh. Update है तो क्या हुआ? अच्छा update है ना that. Mahindra is
Yeah सर,
moving
वही एक
up.
डेटा पॉइंट था अच्छा, like around 2% का, but other than that it was just
हाँ,
basically update ki like how the management is looking, and their stance is more about ROC. If ROC, they want a return, they want good return, and they are trying to remove all of the losses,
हम्म,
loss making shifts, because the demand as good as what is happening in India currently, like they are the beneficiaries of the SUV trend which is happening right now, and it's not, such demand is not the same case in the outside markets, which is why they are no decreasing the portfolio.
okay, fine.
Yeah.
So I was also a big fan of sorry, not a big fan of export. So I will prefer so if India is doing good exports में, when you go for export is probably when you are done with India. मतलब Maruti example, what he did is they were having 90% domestic, 95% domestic. And now since the domestic market, they have become the market leader, अभी growth नहीं बचा तो expand कर रहा है. महिंद्रा का ऐसा प्रॉब्लम नहीं. महिंद्रा already it's a second third player in India, and now they have to expand, unnecessarily they were expanding globally, and it's a good thing, मैं तो बोलूंगा कि it's a good thing कि वहां पे भले sales कम होगा but losses भी तो कम होंगे. There's no point making loss making business internationally just to have an international presence. ऐसा.
And yeah, sir, they are very strategic about it because they have identified the countries which are, in what kind of cycle they are. Specifically they are targeting these two, three countries which I already said. कि like जिधर होगा ही नहीं. So like Finland has been in geopolitical tensions for the past 3 to 4 years. बाजू में रशिया है, बाजू में यूक्रेन है, it's not good for them. USA is not in that kind of cycle. And another country, and Japan is having a contraction. So it's not good for them. So that they have, made the strategic decision, based on the future. And it's a good thing to remove a body part which is rotting.
Correct. And now India is doing good, so that doesn't make sense. Okay, Bhupendra.
Yes, sir. I have sent you news on the Indian hospitality sector, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. What
Yeah,
have you
okay.
found?
So, okay. Good morning, everyone. So, India's hospitality sector is expected to witness strong revenue growth of around 9 to 12% in FY 25-26, supporting the robust demand across multiple travel segments. The growth is primarily driven by domestic leisure travel, MICE activities, weddings, and rising corporate travel demands. In terms of operating metrics,
1 second,
premium
sorry.
hotels
You don't say MIC. Sorry, Bhupen, sorry to cut up. You don't say MIC,
yeah,
it's MICE
yes, sir.
activities. Okay, we say MICE activities.
Okay, sir. MICE activities.
MICE
Okay,
activities, yeah.
got it. So, in terms of operating metrics, premium hotels occupancy across key cities like Delhi NCR, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, Jaipur, Goa, Bangalore is projected to improve around 72 to 74% in FY 26 as compared to 71 to 73% in FY 25.
ये बात करते हुए ऐसे
At
नहीं
the
बोलना है.
same,
Estimated to grow by 72% from the previous 71%. Yeah.
okay, sir.
When you present it, you don't present like this 72, 74, say 71 to 73. एक नंबर बोल दो ना. Usually हम देखेंगे तो 100 basis points से बढ़ रहा है. So you can also say that something like this. The pan India premium hotel occupancy is estimated to increase by 100 basis point to 74%. Okay.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Okay.
So
Next.
at the same time, ARR, average room rates, expected to grow by 3% year on year, reaching 8,200 to 8,500 per night, reflecting sustained demand condition. On the supply side, premium room inventory across
सर अभी कैसे
12
बोला
key
थ्री
cities.
परसेंट अभी कैसे बोला थ्री
Uh,
परसेंट
uh, सर वो मैंने वो मतलब ये थोड़ा प्रेजेंट करने में अच्छा नहीं लग रहा था, इसीलिए मैंने उसका परसेंटेज निकाल के और करेंट ये बता
तो
दिया.
इसमें क्यों नहीं किया तो इसमें क्यों नहीं किया
नेक्स्ट टाइम से
ठीक है नहीं ठीक है
ध्यान
गुड
में
दैट
रखूँ.
ओके हाँ या
Okay, sir. So on the supply side, premium room inventory across 12 key cities is expected to grow at pace of 5 to 6% during FY 25 to 26, but still it's lower than estimated growth of around 8 to 9%. So additionally, many hotels companies are increasingly adopting asset-light expansion strategy through management contract and franchisees agreement, which help improve return on capital and strengthen their free cash flow generation. So coming to the conclusion, overall the sector outlook remains structurally positive, supported by strong demand, fundamentals, and disciplined supply growth. That's all from my side, sir.
ओके गुड गुड। ठीक है, ये तो हमने डिस्कस किया था, बट हाउ प्रेजेंट रहेगा, हर एक का प्रेजेंटेशन का पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू अलग होता है। if I tell 30 students to present the same news and I have to select one, present तो सब सेम ही कर रहे हैं, how you present that matters. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
सर
Krishna.
सर वन क्वेश्चन सर। सर मैंने आपको एक ऑटोमोबाइल अपडेट भेजा था, तो एक बार आप चेक कर लेते वो, या उसमें कुछ चेंजमेंट करना है कि नहीं, तो मैं शाम को मैम को प्रेजेंट कर दूंगा।
ठीक है, प्रेजेंट करो ना, बाकी चेंज और फिर सुबह मुझे करो तो फिर मैं चेंजेस सजेस्ट करता हूँ। ठीक है, जब
ओके
प्रेजेंट करे
ओके
तभी
सर।
मैं फिर ना ये कर दूंगा ना, सजेस्ट कर दूंगा, so that you don't have to तुम्हारा
ओके
भी काम बचेगा, मेरा भी काम बचेगा। करेक्ट।
ओके ओके डन सर। ओके थैंक यू सर।
या कृष्णा।
Yes, sir. So, good morning, everyone. Today I have news regarding MRF. So, MRF plans to set up its fourth manufacturing unit in Tamil Nadu, which will cost around 53 billion rupees. It has signed MOU with Tamil Nadu government to build a greenfield manufacturing facility for tires and allied products at Sipcote Industrial Park in Shivaganga district. This will be its fourth manufacturing unit in this state, and others are located in like Tiruvarthular, Perambalur, and Arokanam in this Tamil Nadu state. And the estimated investment I already told is 53 billion rupees, which will be over 12 years and generate employment for around 1,000 peoples. Apart from Tamil Nadu, the company currently operates 10 manufacturing facilities across the country in Kerala, Goa, Telangana, Gujarat, producing passenger car radial, trucks and bus radial, off-road and two-wheeler tire, among others. So, talking about historical, in financial year 26 Q3, MRF total consolidated revenue increased by 15% and PBT increased by 116%. This PBT also includes an exceptional item of 770 million. That's all. Thank you.
Krishna, good one, good news. But if I ask you now, what is the difference between MRF, C8, JK tires? क्या फर्क है?
Sir, currently I don't have.
Okay. And why are they expanding over here?
Sir, I currently I don't know.
Okay. So you have to find it. Why are they doing they? कुछ लिखा नहीं है इसमें, but see मेरा कुछ नहीं आएगा ना, क्यों यहाँ पे कर रहे हैं? Why are they doing that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And usually ancillaries we don't track much, because वही प्रॉब्लम है कि MRF, C8 उसमें फर्क नहीं समझता टायर्स में क्या है वैसे। तो MRF कुछ अलग टाइप के टायर्स बनाता है, C8 कुछ अलग टाइप के बनाता है। MRF इज यूज ओनली फॉर ऑफ रोडिंग ऐसा कुछ है, एंड C8 इज फॉर कार्स, बाइक्स, ऐसा कुछ कुछ है। तो बहुत सारे
Okay,
डिफरेंशिएशन
okay.
है, बट ओवरऑल क्या है, इट इज लाइक अ कमोडिटी, टायर भी एक कमोडिटी है। ऐसा कुछ तुम C8 का
Okay.
लगा, MRF का लगा, ऐसा कुछ फर्क नहीं होता है, सब
Yes, yes.
ये होता है, सब
Okay,
सेम ही होता है।
okay, okay, sir.
तो ठीक है, मतलब मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, इंटरव्यू परस्पेक्टिव, अगर इंटरव्यू में कल पूछा गया तुमको इसके अलावा क्वेश्चन, तो तुमको पता होना चाहिए।
Yes, sir.
तो
Yes.
इसके लिए नो
Okay.
प्रोबेबली लिखा अच्छा है, नो 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 डाउट इन दैट, बट वो है कि यू हैव टू टेल अबाउट, जैसे तुमने गोदरेज का भी लिखा है, तो गोदरेज का करेक्ट, मैंने अभी
Yes, sir.
इसको पूछा अयान को कि क्या फर्क है गोदरेज के हाउसिंग में, कौन सा बनाना है,
Yes, sir.
तो वो एक्चुअली मिल भी जाएगा गूगल करके, इसका मिलेगा नहीं गूगल करके।
Okay, sir.
MRF
Okay.
का ऐसा है कि वो स्पेसिफिक तुमको कंपनी देखना पड़ेगा, प्रेजेंटेशन देखना पड़ेगा, कौन से टायर बनाते हैं, क्या अलग अलग टायर में अलग होता है। वैसे तुमने बोला
Hmm.
रेडियल टायर वो अलग ही होते हैं,
Hmm.
C8 इतने नहीं बनाते हैं, या जेके
Okay.
टायर्स नहीं बनाता, और ये सब एक्सपोर्ट करता है मेजरली, MRF एक्सपोर्ट ही है।
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
ठीक है, फाइन, बट अच्छा लिखा है, फाइन।
Thank you, sir.
Okay, guys, I think it's late. Any doubts before we wrap up?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Sir, I
Yeah,
have a
Pranay.
doubt.
Excellent, Pranay. One second,
Yes,
Alkesh, Pranay, one.
yes,
Yeah.
so I'm new to the program, so I had a few doubts regarding covering the sectors. We have been guided to cover FMCG, auto sectors, and retail and hotel sector. लेकिन सर जब इंटरव्यू होगा तब क्वेश्चंस कैसे आएंगे? I mean, it will be regarding the sector or a specific company.
It depends on what you tell in the interview.
Okay, sir.
Let's say if you are a fresher, okay, you come with your CV, I'm MBA, I'm CA, whatever, CA, CFA, that's it. You don't have anything to talk about. Okay. Now, if I start asking you something about pharmaceutical sector, would you be able to answer?
No, sir.
No. So what you have to say is, sir, these are the things I'm doing on a regular basis. So obviously, I will ask you question on that specific sectors.
Okay,
Unnecessary
sir.
because
So,
yeah.
in addition to overall sector knowledge, are we required to have a company-specific knowledge, right? Like
Yes.
Eicher Motors or TVS?
Yeah. First, we have to select an industry, and we have to track everything. It is not only Tata Motors, only everything in automobile. You should know whatever things are happening in the automobile sector. Maybe two-wheelers or four-wheelers. You should know about each and every company. And
Okay,
from
sir.
that, you come up with one company. Let's say you are tracking 15 companies, and from that 15 companies, you say, sir, this is the company I like. And you will also give a reason why you don't like the other 14.
Okay, sir. Sir,
Okay.
I had also sent you my writing, but I had no idea that I had also I was required to mention the news article as well.
Where have you sent? Which number have you sent, Pranay?
On WhatsApp.
I've just sent you a hi. Send me on that number because that is my personal number. Okay. So see, go to that newsletter writing, and then you can write those article. I have also mentioned where you have written that article so that we can discuss about it. If anything additional is there, I can let you know.
Yeah, I wanted to discuss it right now. So
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't have it, but still fine. Go ahead with your article.
okay, sir. This is an article from the Economic Times regarding how clean technologies call is requiring automakers, auto OEMs to hire talents aggressively. So they are estimated to hire about 1 lakh to 2 lakh engineers who specialize in EV and hybrid vehicles engines. Also, they are extending their R&D share uh, to the hybrid and electric engines, which are alternative fuels. And those talents usually charge higher premium than the usual employee benefit expenses. However, as we see that sales have grown for EVs as well as hybrid vehicles, and the petrol vehicle sales have dropped by 6.6% to around 2.48 million in the year ending March 25. This uh, this tells how the dynamics are changing and how the government's push for greener initiatives as well as the change and shift in the customer pattern is influencing the way that automakers are operating. The increase in R&D and employee benefit
One second, one
expenses.
second.
Yes, sir.
Pranay, if there are no data points in your news, I am not interested to listen. I'm not
Okay.
interested to listen to your story.
Sir,
Okay.
like the 1 lakh and 2 lakh hirings
What
and
will I do with that? How is that related to investment?
that will hit the P&L and that will increase the employee expenses. I'm getting to that, sir.
Okay.
So,
Go to
so
that first two sessions, we have gone through it. You can just use 1.5x speed or just an introductory sessions. So that
yeah,
I've mentioned that, what to exactly cover. You have to come up with an investment thesis at the end. It is
okay.
never
I
about
have
the news.
I currently have it, sir. A
Why? I
thesis.
have given you 30 seconds. There was not even a single thing you talk about a stock in that.
Yes, sir, because I was first talking about the news and then I was heading towards my conclusion.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. No, but
Yes, sir.
in news also, if there are no data points, how can you conclude it?
News said about 1 to 2 lakh hirings and the allocation of their alternative fuel research. So that is likely to extend indication that they are chasing a moat instead of just suppressing their cost. A moat that they have the best engineered products. Companies like Maruti, M&M are in this race, and also the EV sales and hybrid sales are a better product mix, so that will lead to the profit expansion. This
Better
was
as
the
in how much? How much percent? Better as in you said they are
better.
doing good. Means how much?
Usually, the cars that petrol vehicles that start around 8 to 10 lakhs
No, no. You
command
said no,
a,
it is doing good. Car, EV and hybrid vehicles are doing good.
yeah,
Means what?
that no,
How much
100
percentage
and
it is increased?
118,000 EV sales and hybrid sales of one lakhs.
How much they have increased or decreased? So those data points you have to talk about. Correct. 118,000 sales, it has increased by 20% in the last 1 year. Totally
Yes,
fine. And EV also, you have to
18%.
mention about which EVs, passengers or two-wheelers. This the data you are saying it is of two-wheelers. It is not
Okay,
about
sir.
the passenger. Okay. All right.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Good one. And it's a good thing. But keep in mind that when you speak, it should only be about your conclusion should be on the stop. Whenever you are or maybe presenting something, data points are very important. This has done good, it has done well. This is not how we talk. Okay.
Okay, sir.
That it is my responsibility to judge whether it is good or bad. Okay, you don't have to say it has done good, it has done bad. You just have
Yes,
to tell me the
yes,
data
sir.
points.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Good one. I think whatever you have said is good, but just if you have this data point, it will be a one good article. And specifically, we should not focus on the cost. As I rightly mentioned, that cost increasing, no one can project. Okay, you can say that, sir, because of cost increasing, it can happen that the industry is moving towards expanding its sales as they are hiring more people. So how it is low? How do we judge it based on the historical growth in the sales? That is fine. You can link that. Increasing
Okay.
cost can be linked to increasing sales. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It is like common. If I want to increase my employee strength, probably I'm thinking of a good growth opportunity. Okay. So cost should also be linked to sales. Why is the cost increasing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Alkesh, wo yaad tha? Alkesh, he left. Oops. Yeah. So Pranay, send me the message on this number. I've just sent you a hi. So
Okay, sir.
send me a message on that. So that is my personal number. Okay. Okay, guys. Good session today. I think we learned many things. Others also, those who are not writing, please do it. बात करो. If you want to leave early, let me know कि sir I have to present. मैं जाता हूँ, मुझे काम है. We will present it. ऐसा नहीं है कि I just give randomly. ऐसा नहीं है कि specifically I tell you कि इसको पहले बोलना है. Same news होता तो I collate same news की सब लोग साथ में बोल दो. But if you want to say something different and you are no hurry to go somewhere, just let me know. Okay. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.